Hey guys, excited to see you. So right now we're going to go ahead and go over Etsy. We're going to show how you guys can use different drop shipping techniques to sell on Etsy without having to pay any paid traffic. So this is a great way to gain capital if you're ready to go ahead and launch a store. And the best thing about it is that it's fourth quarter, so any type of e-commerce platform is going to take off for you, okay? So now people have like the wrong idea about Etsy. Now the thing about Etsy is that it's usually about handcrafted, vintage, and custom items. But the thing is, you do not have to be the one to hand make it, right? Although you want to portray yourself on the store to be the handmade one. So you can actually see here that there's a few things that are being used online, right? And I'm an incognito wheel, so this is exactly what you guys will see. All right, so I have no cookies, no nothing, but this is exactly the first thing that you'll see when you come on. And um, and so one thing that's like very popular right now is just the different types of bracelets and things that you can actually use. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and just go over to AliExpress. All right. So now the faster that you can get the items, the better. However, it doesn't actually have to come that fast. You just have to be very transparent in how long the item is going to take to arrive. All right. And so you can actually split that up between processing times, and you can set that up between how long it takes for it to arrive. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and type in bracelet. And if we want to do even better, we could type in handmade bracelet. All right. And so you can see here that there's like tons of different pieces right here. This one is, this one has different lava stones and things like that, right, that you can actually use, and it looks handmade. So all we have to do is just put up these different ones. Now here's the thing about this. We don't have to put these all up as a variant. We could put these up separate. The more that you actually place different content on Etsy, the better. So for instance, instead of just me loading up all of this all at one time, Etsy actually rewards you for how long you've been on with them, and then actually how long you've been selling your items. So I can actually take a few of these and maybe post about like 5 of them a day, and people are going to start following me and different things like that. Now, another thing with this too is that people love to hand make items. It's a full platform for people that do a lot of DIY. So not only getting these different bracelets out, but once you start receiving sales, you can actually bring in different pieces. So you can look for different links. You can type in charms and actually sell charms on there. And the best part, like I said, there is no paid traffic. So this right now is $1.38. And what I want to do is I want to go back to the shipping and see what's the best shipping possible that I can get. It's like this one will arrive at September 20th for just an extra $2.29. So this is ePacket. It also comes with tracking. And you can see like a lot of the other ones actually don't come with tracking, and they come a little bit later. So this isn't always the case, but most of the time ePacket is the best. So if you guys have done any type of e-commerce before, you know that ePacket with AliExpress seems to be the one that keeps you out of the most trouble, because it gives you the tracking numbers instantly and you can send it over to the customers. All right. So little things that you might want to add is like this size chart here, right? And I can go ahead and just save that image. And add that along. All right. And so all I have to do is just basically put this inside of our Etsy store, and now we have another item ready to go. All right. So now let's take a look what this looks like. We're just going to go ahead and grab a picture. So you can just either drag it off, or you can right click, however your computer works. Me, because I have a Mac, I just go ahead and screenshot it. Now, if you don't have a Mac or anything like that, you can also click on search Google for image. and then you can just go to visually similar and find your pictures right here. So you can see that there's a lot of pictures here, and a lot of times you can actually steal descriptions from other stores because they're actually found here, right? So like I see this one here, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to their store, and I'll find the different descriptions that I need. All right, cool. And so sometimes it makes it a little bit harder. So obviously this is a Shopify store and they're drop shipping, but we'll see if we can utilize that bracelet. So just type it in, bracelet, and then see what comes up. Oh, and there we go. So now we found the item. And then we got some other cool items on here as well that we can possibly take and just look for and find. So since they already did all the heavy lifting for us, right, we could just take all of this information, and then what we want to do is look like they took theirs just from AliExpress, but we just want to go ahead and kind of clean it up some. All right, and so what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and click on add a listing. We'll go ahead and add a photo. And remember, we had just added a photo, so we use this photo here. All right, we can actually go to the store, maybe take some other photos that they have. Obviously, they have a lot of different things that can be used. Here are some other pictures that we can take. Show it on somebody's actual wrist. Right, and then just go ahead and add that to our listing. So we're going to take that first one. Add a couple of other pictures. All right, and if there's not a whole lot of pictures, don't worry about it. You can actually get away with not adding just a whole lot of extra pictures, especially if you keep adding more products to the store. And so one thing that I see that I don't really like is that the listing isn't really the biggest. So I'm gonna go ahead and just crop this out. We're gonna make it square, or at least a little bit square. Maybe we'll make it square. And it's a little fuzzy. But those square pictures actually stand out the best. All right, so that's one thing about it. You can actually scroll down here to take a few of these pictures as well, right? So just take a few pictures and just fix up your description. And that's pretty much all you really need to do. So trust me when I say if you can screenshot, it makes everything faster. If you can't, it's okay. Just Google search the image. However it is that you can drag that image off, go ahead and do that. All right, so now just go ahead and add these onto Etsy as well. All right, awesome. And don't worry about if the listings aren't like 2,000 pixels. It's okay as long as it's able to be seen. All right, it's clear. So then we'll just go ahead and type in the title, and this is why we actually took it from this store. Right, and actually we're gonna go ahead and find just another store to steal it from. So there's a lot of 30 styles, mixed turtle. Let's try this one here. Right, it looks like they all pretty much use like the same one. So we're just gonna call it we'll call it a little bit different. So let's go back. And not all the time does it let you copy and paste either, depending on the store you go to. There is some coding to it. So we'll just say Turtle Heart Pro Wave. That's a little bit too much. So we'll say Pro Wave Charm Bracelet. Make it simple. Right? Then we'll just say a member of my shop. What is it? A finished product. Made to order. Right? So when you do made to order, it actually gives you a little bit more time, and people understand it a little bit better. Right? And now we're just going to choose what category it's going to go in. So we're going to say bracelet. Right? We're going to put it in braided bracelet. So they're going to see it inside these different categories already. And then we'll go ahead and put it in girls and women. And we'll even say, yeah, unisex adults. Right, so we got some crystal, because we're advertising crystal, pearl and shell. Right, little rose gold. Say gemstone, Goldfield, silver. Oh, well, we'll just take that one off. So one too many. So we just choose about like 5. Don't need to really put the gemstone, but if you can actually find the gemstone, that makes it better. So let's see. Because it's not really a gemstone. It's more like a moon rock or whatever this one really is. It's really like a crystal marble, it looks like. So we'll just go ahead and skip that part. Unless they have crystal. Yeah, not really. Okay, we're going to put no, it's not recycled. All right, and just say white. All right. So you have like different things here. Now, if they don't apply, then they just don't apply. You can add like certain things like the bracelet length. Let's see if we actually have the length. It doesn't look like we do. All right, so sometimes you can't really, oh, actually we do have the centimeters. So it looks like 17.5 centimeters. Right? And so this is where we see those different things. So this one is actually a clasp. Looking for just a regular clasp. I don't see one. Okay, see if there's any occasions. It's cool to add some occasions to it. and it's okay if you don't or if you do. Basically, these just kind of help people search for it a little bit better. So we'll just say birthday. All right, and not really any holidays. Right, so we do like a automatic renewal, or we just do a manual. So this is something tangible that will ship to buyers. And then we're just going to go ahead and grab this description, take it back over here, and then just start deleting certain things. Okay, so things that are not relevant, model numbers, anything like that. Material stone is customized. All right, and there we go. All right, and then so I put myself as a production partner. And then here you actually add more tags. So we'll look at chakra, right? Bracelet. Just different things that actually align with it. And we're just going to keep going with all of these different ones that are pretty much close. So stone, beaded. All right, and the same thing right here. Marble, crystal, stone, silver, alloy. Right, and then this is where you kind of do the inventory and pricing. So inventory, I'm gonna put about like 20 of these. And the price, I can leave it for just $10 profit or even less. So I can do this for $13.99. It's only gonna cost me about $3 to do. Don't need to add a SKU. Don't have any variations or personalizations. Right, so now this is where the shipping comes in. So we're gonna enter in a fixed amount, right? And you can even control the shipping, so you can make this even free shipping or do your own shipping for it. So we're going to choose the processing time. And so with the processing time, we're just going to say 1 to 2 weeks. Right. So it typically comes within about like 3 weeks. So 1 to 2 weeks, or 3 to 5 days. Right. So 1 to 2 weeks gives us a little bit more room. Right, and it will ship USPS if it's going to ePacket. So we're going to charge free shipping, and then we're not going to choose. Actually, we'll do parcel 2 to 9 days. Right, there's no shipping upgrades. You can do weight. Actually, so weight, you can see that there's different ones, but we'll just say 16 grams. Just grab one that's suitable. Right, and then we look back at our length here, 17.5 and 5.5. right. And then once we do all that, we're pretty much good to go from here. So we're going to click that black button right there, and then we're just going to go ahead and publish it. All right, so 20 cents to do. And then now it's actually on our store, and then people are able to look at it. And so the other thing about this is that it's not going to expire till January 2nd, 2020. So this goes for the entire time. And that's all you pretty much have to do to go ahead and list it. Now, once you actually find an item that's doing good, you can always click on marketing, and then you can go ahead and advertise it as well. All right, what this does is it kind of boosts your store, and you're able to boost it up and allow more sales to come in based off of what you feel is already doing good. All right, and so this can be just regular $5 a day, $10 a day, however you would like. Okay, and so that does it for this. I hope that you guys take this and utilize it to your best abilities. This can definitely make you some money without having to spend any money, and that's the best part about this. So now for the last portion. Once a customer actually buys from you, so you have to go back on there and check it every day. When a customer buys from you, you take their information, and then you just simply choose whichever bracelet it is that they bought, and then you click buy now and finish buying it. So a couple of things that you do have to do is that you still have to create a AliExpress login. So you want to sign into your own AliExpress or register for an AliExpress login and go ahead and buy that. And the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you scroll down to the bottom and you also sign up for Alipay, which is right here inside of underneath Alibaba Groups in the footer.